In this video, we're going to talk about what cities and municipalities think about co-living or pad split model and insurance companies. It's going to vary greatly depending across the country. And we're going to take you behind the scenes with a call that we had with members of Pad Split to kind of walk you through the differences between different cities and what insurance companies view these properties. If you want to watch the full video, we have the link in the show notes below. Hope you get some value out of this.
That is frequently asked, because this one is frequently asked. Go back to the map if you can. So, no, the bigger map. So we are in 21 cities. And I just had this call this morning. My client says, Oriana, can I do a Padsplit in Alaska? You can utilize Padsplit in any city. Okay. It's just going to be a little bit of a more limited service that we provide. Simple. We are not spending the same marketing dollars that we are in Atlanta versus Alaska. Okay. So you can still operate a Padsplit if you want in Portland, if you want in Nebraska, anywhere you can think of that is not part of these 21 cities. It's just going to be a little bit limited support. And ultimately, if you're investing in that city, you know your market best. So you know the demand, you know the desirability for housing more than we can. So it'll be like a commitment work between Padsplit and you. But I would suggest if you can focus on these 21 cities, because we have a lot more of a supportive role, inclusive role that we can help with these cities versus, and again, Alaska as an example.
Alaska is actually a great example because you get a lot of seasonal workers who come up there for tourism. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, that is a market that could do really well depending on the time of year, you know?
I agree. I was just having that conversation with my investor and he's interested, right? So he can utilize Padsplit, but the support that we can provide is more limited.
Right. It's just like if you look at, say, a town like Breckenridge, Colorado, where a big skiing town where you have seasonal workers coming in, obviously for a good part of the year, a good 7-8 months of the year, but they can't afford the rents. The rents are outrageous, right? But if you got an 8-bedroom house, you might be able to make that cash flow even something like Breckenridge, you know?
Right. Right.
There's opportunities. Yeah, you make my wheels turn think of what markets be and where to be and what opportunities are out there for sure. But I think anywhere where you have strip malls, where you have things like that, where you have employees of dollar store, they need a place to live. And for $800 a month, and you think about it, everything's included: the utilities, the water, the sewer, the trash, the landscaping, the electric, the gas. They don't have to worry about any of these different costs. And that is the most important thing that these people are looking at. They might only make, $1,500 or $2,500 a month. So they want to be able to know, all right, out of my $2,500 a month, $1,000 is going to be paid for my housing. Now I don't have to worry about that. And that leaves me with another $1,500 to make work for the rest of that month. So that's our core demographic that we're looking for in Padsplit for sure.
Right.
Correct. Based on your state, think of anybody that's making under minimum wage, right? Because New York, 100,000 is almost minimum wage. But Florida, we're talking about 60,000. So it depends per state. But I would say age demographic. We have two big age demographics that highly benefit from Padsplit: 25 to like 38 and 50 plus. Like 45 to 50 plus, right? These are both like age demographics that are going through transitions in life, either starting your career or redoing your career, or maybe recent divorce, or just, a lot of different stages. But these are going to be the two biggest demographics that you will notice. And of course, will benefit the most from Padsplits.
Yeah. Living on Social Security, right? You don't have a whole lot there. So you might need a Padsplit to make it really work.
That's right.
Yeah. So no, that's good stuff. That is tremendous. I really appreciate you guys and your time here. And
I have a question. Sorry.
Yeah, Jay, run in.
Answer. Yes, quick question. So I keep hearing that some of the municipalities or the cities are limiting how many non-related people can stay in a house. Is that affecting any of the operators right now, or what is the take on that?
So it's funny. I hear both sides of some cities are limited and some cities are expanded. So Austin has absolutely got rid of how many unrelated people can live in a property. I believe Denver has as well. I think LA is considering it, but each market obviously plays a little differently. But the way that we're structured, is to avoid that anyway. There's reasons why we call tenants members.
Membership agreements, right? You're like a club member here, as opposed to, you know,
They're not tenants. They don't sign tenant agreements. They don't have leases. It is a membership program structure where the homeowner is the landlord and the LLC that Padsplit creates is the tenant. And then the people that are being screened and put into these rooms are being put in as members of that LLC. So we don't have 6 unrelated tenants in a property. We have one tenant in the property with 6 people that are utilizing the property as a part of their membership agreement.
If that is the case, then what about the insurance? Like, how does insurance treat this as like a commercial property, or?
It depends on the comfortability of the investor. I have an investor that has 100 doors and he tells me he doesn't do anything but commercial insurance. I don't have commercial insurance money, so I have only one tenant. And since I only have one tenant, I use regular insurance as an investor with an umbrella policy that covers me in case of any additional damages. A lot of the people that we have in our ecosystem, vendors, understand what Padsplit is. So lenders understand Padsplit, insurance brokers understand Padsplit, and we're able to connect you with people that at least speak the language and can understand what you need and what Padsplit requires.
yeah. Phenomenal question, OJ, on that insurance. Go ahead.
As long as you are in one of those 21 cities that I originally mentioned, we should be able to connect you with insurance brokers that understand the product. That's where choosing to open a Padsplit in North Dakota might not be as beneficial. Not necessarily not beneficial, but Padsplit cannot support that as much as if you were in Atlanta. Okay. Because we have that market created around those cities already.
Gotcha. Okay. Thank you.
And Jay, if you need insurance, I could connect you with Millennial Insurance. I have a link there. You can literally bind your own policies there online, and it's not a commercial grade, but it is an investor insurance that's made for as rentals. It's a higher risk, pay slightly more than you're going to pay from a standard one, but it will cover you in all these different bases. It covers the Airbnb, the short-term stuff. So yeah, that'd be a good one for you to look at. Let me know if you need that contact info.
Sure, Paul.
Beautiful. Well, thank you guys very much, Ray and Rihanna. It was a great presentation. It was awesome. I'm actually going to put it up on my YouTube channel here as well. Besides our coaching venue here, I'm going to put it up on YouTube so people can take a look at it here and reach out to you. And as a matter of fact, why don't you tell us the best way for people to reach out and connect with you should they be interested?
This is always a question that we go back and forth on. Listen, the best way to reach us is tell Paul how to reach us, and Paul will connect us. That is the best way right now.
I can definitely give you a link for sure.
Yes, Paul has a link, and that's the best way to reach us. We want to make sure that you are sitting with us and we can have a strategy session and underwrite your property and make sure that we are showing you the potential income that could be generated with your existing or future purchase, and go from there. But ultimately, we want to sit down on a private consultation session, 1, 2, 5, 7, 20, it doesn't matter. Our time is yours. So utilize us wisely, and just ask Paul. Like he will plug us in.
We are the only 2-person team in Padsplit. I'll say that please reach out to Paul, because we, again, are the ones that you would get if you go through Paul. If you go through the website, it will just round robin you somewhere across the country with someone across the country. So if you want us to educate you about the process and how we've done it and scaled our to 47 doors in 6 months, reach out to Paul.
Appreciate that. And I reached out to you guys, and I found out about Padsplit, a couple of years ago. I initially reached out before I even had properties, right? And we just talked for a while, and you guys have been such a great resource for me as to how to set this up, where to look, what type of markets, what type of clientele I need to do. So yeah, I really appreciate it. And I will definitely connect everybody to you guys, because you're so responsive too. If I have a question, whether I email it or text you guys are right on top of it. And I really, really appreciate that.
We are happy to help you, Paul. Ultimately, we want to see you going live.
Good. I'm looking forward to getting this one going live here. I just got some more pictures from my contractor. We are at the bitter end here. They got almost all the exterior complete. And like I said, we're finishing up on the kitchen. All the bathrooms are done, and we're going to be putting furniture together and getting everything organized, cleaned up. And
And summer is a great time to go live.
perfect time. I'm looking forward to it here.
Exactly. So thank you
Awesome.
for having us today. Like I said, Paul does know how to reach us, but that's the best way for now. Well,
Thank you guys. Thank you very much. And for anybody who wants to get connected to Padsplit, reach out to me and we'll catch you guys in the next call here. Thank you.